Good. What's the deal with the headbands?
You should have seen the way I pulled up to practice yesterday. What I have on.
No, there was headbands. What you have on leggings?
I had on leggings.
Yeah,
I took the leggings off. I look crazy with the leggings, but
yeah.
I had a headband on and I had a sleeve on. I took the sleeve off today. I look like a 2K player, like a generic 2K player. It was crazy. So just the headband, something different. Keep the sweat on my eyes.
Yeah. I guess on a bit more serious note, a couple quieter games for you the last week or so. Bounce back today, but what was working for you today, especially in the second half?
I mean, my teammates found me in the right spot. We was rebounding well today. Some extra possessions on the offensive end. But as I just said, my teammates found me in the right spot throughout the game, and I converted.
And then Evan, for you, no points the last couple of games. I know you offer a lot besides scoring, but what was it like to get into double digits today along with 5 other guys, basically?
It felt great. I think just not putting my head down is a big thing. Just keep working, just keep trying to contribute in other areas. I feel like that's some of the best things I do on the court, just contribute in different areas.
Zay, you've been around the Big Ten for a while. You play on Sunday, you play again on Saturday, and you have this game in between. It's the kind of night where a team could overlook somebody. It could be a rough night. What did you see in your team's preparation leading into this, and what did you guys ultimately take from handling this game the way you did in between 2 Big Ten games?
I mean, we had great preparation. Guys was locked in, preparing for Miami of Ohio, and we showed today. We saw them a little slow, but they were hitting shots. Give credit to them. They came in ready to play too as well. But our preparation was, the coaches put together a great game plan, and we followed it, and we got the W.
What did you guys? What did you learn about yourselves today, playing a team like this again in between 2 Big Ten games?
I feel like they have a really locked in group, honestly. I feel like that's one thing Coach mentioned. Some of his best teams, the little games like this, they don't let them get out the way. They know that we can all get better in these situations, and they can really prepare us. And when you have a really good team like that coming in, that people might not expect to be, they can really sneak up and get you. So I think it just shows that we stay locked in on no matter who we're playing or no matter when it is. And that's what you have to be able to do to be good teams.
Said you mentioned teammates found you, but 4 assists from you. What were you seeing out there passing?
4 assists? I mean, I just take what the defense gives you. If they're going, if I get to grab an offensive rebound, I'm usually going to kick it out, unless I'm front of the rim. That's because defense has collapsed and stuff. So, just to get a good shot, once you kick it out, if there's 4 people in the paint, someone's open on the outside. So, that's a good look for us. Coach Holman said, when you get the offensive rebound, turn around and look at the people on the perimeter because they're wide open. But yeah, the guys knocked down shots today, and
Evan, I know you talked about it on the court, but going back to Penn State this week, what are you looking forward to? How do you feel like that's going to be? Do you talk to Jamison at all about kind of his emotions? I know he was at home.
Yeah.
But, just what do you think of that?
I definitely will. I'll probably talk to Jay, but I'm excited more than anything. I think going back up there, it's gonna be they have a really good team. Obviously, I have a few former teammates on that team, so excited to play against them for sure. We've been talking a little bit, but just excited to go up there and get a win. Really, this is another first Big Ten road game, and we all know how hard it is to win on the road in the Big Ten. So just being able to go up there, be locked in on what our game plan is, and go out there and play hard.
This seemed like your best shooting night all around, Evan, just 4 for 7 from the field. How did you find your shot coming into this game, and what does it take to have good shot selection, just in general?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that within these last 2 games is just being constant in my faith in the Lord, but also within my game as well. I think sometimes I get in my head a lot. I know 4 other players do too. But just being able to stay consistent in what I do, my work that I put in with my coaching staff, and just being able to know that eventually shots will fall. So not really wavering, and just knowing that just beginning to find my rhythm a little bit more, taking the right shots, getting to the areas I know I can convert, and being confident too. But I think it all goes back to just my faith.
Yeah, it seems like you guys kind of imposed your will in the paint. I think you had 18 offensive rebounds. So was that just a matter of maybe you guys just being bigger than them, having more size, or was like a point of emphasis for you guys coming in?
Point of emphasis, Coach Diebler, gave us the game plan, for the game. Was like, look, we got to crash glass. They're not really a really good defensive rebounding team, and we capitalized on that. I grabbed a couple offensive rebounds. Felix, who else? Jameson. Guys was crashing glass. So yeah, you got one. So guys took that to heart, and we executed the game plan.
Yeah, you had seven offensive rebounds.
Stop.
And you had a sequence where it was like you had a fourth jump ball, you had a block, you had an assist, you had a steal, all in the span of like a couple of possessions. When you're going through a sequence like that, how does that reflect, like, I guess, where your game is and what you bring to the team?
I feel like it just really reflects like how I can impact the game in different areas. I think that's one of the things, like when they recruit me, that's one of the big emphasis that they want me to bring to this team. Just be a little bit more doing things, so getting defense to stop, but also being able to grab the rebound and push it too, and find the open man as well. So I feel like in that area, I feel like I'm the most comfortable just playing freely and just doing multiple things on the court, flying around, just being everywhere.
That freedom, is that something that, do you feel like were you struggling with that these last couple of games? When you talk about your confidence being down a little bit and the coaches working with you, like, is that an effect of working on some of those things that maybe feel as comfortable when you have that freedom?
Yeah, I feel like I've always had it. Just being able to mentally get past it. I feel like within these last few games, I feel like I've been very active defensively. I feel like that's one of the big emphasis with my game, being active defensively and also playmaking for others. So I think just being able to do that on a consistent basis is a really big thing.
Sid, what's special about this bench group? I think there's one point in the first half early on, 4 of you guys were out there, including 2 of the freshmen. You've been coming off the bench this year. What's special about this group?
It just shows us how deep we are, how talented we are. As I think as Bruce that said like a couple months ago, that said it could be anybody's night. It just shows that guys are working every day and committed and bought into this team. So when the numbers called, go in and play hard and give it all they got.
You talk about guys being locked in practice and leading up to these games. What is your role in that, in making sure that happens?
I've been here for, I think, obviously the longest in the program. I'm sorry. But, yeah, I see you walking the train. But just to come in, show that leadership, I've been in Big Ten, played in Big Ten games, I've played in, any type of game. So, just show that I'm locked in, focused on, the game plan that the coaching staff has put together for us, because, they've always put together a good game plan, and just go out there and execute and just rely on what we learn in practice.
Evan, it seems like on the defensive end, they were really attacking you guys a lot in the first half, just driving in, getting quick buckets in the paint. Then they had around 14 first half points in the paint. What changed in the second half where you guys were able to limit, especially Hunter and Starlo?
At halftime, we came together as a group, and Coach Holtman, staff, us, we were look, gotta limit the opportunities in the paint. Gotta guard our defender and gotta guard the yard basically, and just get stops. And I think for the most part we took that to heart, and we did our job.
Yeah, I think as well their back cuts were they're getting on top of our defender a lot. Yeah, I think that's one thing we really emphasized going into the half, just being under, showing them off of the screens. But I think our discipline in the first half wasn't as good as it needed to be. And I feel like we were still lax sometimes in the second, but just being able to stay disciplined and knowing our game plan is a really big thing for us throughout the course of the year.
And switching over to the offensive end for you guys, they started out in a man, switch up a little bit into 2-3, and then switch back to man. How did you guys optimize on the man first, and then it seemed like you guys were scoring a little more in the zone?
Yeah. The Coach Diebler alerted us that they make plays. Obviously they watch tons of film on the teams we're about to play. So, you know, when they went zone, you know, we have our sets, and, you know, we executed them, and, you know, it's very easy to rebound in the zone also because guys off your body, so that helped us as well. Getting our second possession, checking the points.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Said a lot of your last two, Sam, and then said a lot of your touches are behind the back to the basket. How important is it for you to be able to feel the pressure and use your peripheral when teams like Miami, who I saw a lot tonight sending dart defenders at you, how is it important for you to be able to use and understand and feel pressure to like tonight when you were kind of dialing it up from the low post?
Yeah, I mean, like obviously, as I said, like I've been in the league, I've been playing the college basketball for a while, so you know teams are gonna double. Like I can see like the guard coming down, like I see him sitting there off his man. So, you know, just making the right reads. You know, my guys gonna knock down shots, my teammates. So, you know, I trust them. You know, whenever I pass the ball, I yell at them when they don't shoot, because I want them to shoot when they pass it. Because that's how open they're gonna be open. I want them to shoot when I pass the ball to the post and just be ready. Like, if I'm getting double, I'm gonna pass the ball. Like, I'm not gonna shoot a crazy shot. So, be ready to shoot. You want to shoot too? You want to pass it?
Yeah, no, you're good.
So what happened on the technical?
I mean, I dove on the floor, and he dove on like, I don't remember, it was just a blur. Like,
I couldn't really see.
I was trying to get up, and then there was just people surrounding me, and people on my legs and stuff. And I just want to get up and get off the floor, and then like just guys came over. It was a big thing, but it wasn't really a big thing. I was just, that's why I ran away because I had nothing happen. I think that was my first thing I ever got here as well, like in the 4 years I did it. Yeah.
And then the sequence that Evan had, when I was asking him about, like, what do you see from him in a stretch like that when he's impacting the game at both ends and grabbing rebounds and getting assists and things like that? Like, how often, or I guess, what does that say about his game and what have you seen from him in that regard?
I mean, I think people just get caught up into like all the scoring and stuff. You know, scoring is a big key, but as he said, he brings multiple stuff to his team. Like, he can defend, he can rebound, he can guard the best player on the team. And he can get to the rim. Like he's versatile. So you know, it just shows like what he can do, and you know, just people need to relax and you know let my guy play out there and let him do his thing.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.